Listen, gang. Today we're gonna be going over the 100-year taste test of hot sauce. So after this review, stay tuned to the end so you can get our recipe hot sauce that y'all can make at home. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get more videos. Let's get into this video. You ready, Gwen?
I'm ready.
Alright, guys.
Oh, yes.
Good old Tapatio. You gonna give me a little finger swab?
Tasting these like so?
Yeah. I gotta
don't
taste
know.
the
What
decade or
decade?
Desade.
A little drop will do you, apparently.
Don't breathe in.
Now, I don't know what decade this is from, but I will tell you it expires in 2023.
Okay. I won last time.
Sure did.
I remember that. It was donuts.
Yeah.
Which means I'm going first. And
That's a good hot sauce.
Look at these peppers. I mean, there could be some interesting bumpage happening here.
Interesting bumpage.
Tapatio, classic label. It looks old.
Tapatio.
Looks like that label hasn't
Never
changed
heard
since
of
the 1940s.
Okay. I really have no
Man,
idea. I have no idea.
Who knows? We're going to learn a lot here. I'm guessing 1940, and I'm just going to try to not overshoot it.
It said 1970. I'm gonna guess the next.
Oh!
Safely on 1920.
1920. That's very early, but what are you thinking? Did that block you out of something?
I've never really thought about this.
Heard of it.
I know.
About when hot
Right
sauce
sauce happened,
And
right.
I feel like I don't have any points of reference to make informed decisions, but that's
Never thought
usually
about
the
that.
case with this game.
Tapatio.
When were patios invented? I don't believe that they had patios in like the Old West. They just had dirt in the backyard, and then eventually somebody was like, we should put some concrete down, put some chairs on it, call it a patio. That was probably 1910. And then 40 years later, somebody was like, let's make a hot sauce with patio in it.
1950 is his guess.
But I actually feel like 60s is not a bad guess. But if I go to 50s and hit it, I'll be closer to all the decades after 50. So I'm landing on 50 if I...
Nice gentle breeze has blown you into 1970 a little bit. Stevie, school
so
us.
he won that one.
Tapatio was invented when founder Jose Luis Saavedra couldn't find any other Mexican hot sauces besides Tabasco in the SoCal markets, so he created Tapatio, originally called Cuervo, in 1971.
Oh,
You
well,
nailed it
over
by
it.
accident.
But you don't get extra points for that, do you?
Now Red Hot, I heard before. They alright. They pretty
Frank's
good.
Red Hot.
Yeah.
Original, Red.
You want to keep going with the finger technique because we have spoons now.
They've given us spoons. Boop. Boop.
It's so little I have to lick the spoon.
That's a milder hot sauce than
It's alright.
Tapatio.
Yeah, the hot sauce is alright.
Let me just look at the label a little bit. I'm not looking for it. Actually says
To
cents,
me-
and they've marked it out. Just so you know.
Oh.
So don't look at that too closely.
Wow, okay.
Don't look at it too closely.
Did you look at it too closely?
I looked at it close enough. No, I couldn't
you
see
cheating?
anything. It just looked like white tape over a date. Frank's Red Hot.
Put that on everything.
This feels more recent. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. This
Because it
feels
say
more recent
Frank's
than
Red
patios.
Hot. I would say
Something about the 50s is saying
Wait.
hello.
I thought you said later than Tapatio.
Because the guy in 1970 was like, all they've got is around here is Tabasco. I don't want to think about this too much.
50s.
I think it's the 60s.
Oh, you gotta
You know what?
overshoot
It's
that,
probably
right? 1990, right?
Yeah, it's very
Oh.
recent.
Ooh, that's a fast
1980.
board this morning. All right, so
80. That's mine. Let's see
you
if
have
I'm
left
right.
me in a position of power that's all about placement. I think Frank's is like an eastern seaboard hot sauce, so I actually think this one could be pretty early. My answer is 1940, but I'm just gonna block you out.
Okay, 1940.
We'll see.
Oh gosh, that's hard. Okay, you know what? Does that count as a bump?
Yeah.
That's a nestle.
You want to change the rules all the time.
What is a bump?
That's a bump.
That
It
is
doesn't
a
matter
bump.
if you change the answers. You just used your bump. It's cool. It's fine. You
Allow
used
me
your
to
bump.
define the bump.
No. Okay, you hit me and it moved it twice.
It did not move it and change your answer.
It doesn't matter if it changes the answer. A bump is a bump is a bump.
It's not a bump, it was a tap.
It's a bump. That was a bump.
Fine. It's a bump. I'll beat you. I'll beat you with the accidental bump. I obviously won this round.
Though the Frank's Red Hot recipe dates back to 1896 from the Frank Tea and Spice Company in Cincinnati, Ohio. The sauce that we all know and love today was not invented until 1918.
Oh,
wow.
Wow. So we're in 1910. Way up here.
You're closer.
Dang it.
I think that's the point.
I could have not touched
But he bumped.
Wow.
Full arrangement.
Fine, I'll let you. Look!
Whoa!
Look!
Oh, the Fire Red Hot
Bell
and Taco Bell.
hot
Man, I
sauce.
used to get them
They're all
all the
fire
time.
Fire sauce, to be exact. So we are dating the fire sauce.
I like fire sauce.
Yeah,
I really
it's good.
do.
It's
They
pretty
all
good.
say different things on them. So you can request.
It's got a good taste to it.
Prove it. So what if I did?
This one says,
So what
"You
if
won
I
last
did?"
round, so you shuffle first.
You won the last round, so you shuffle first.
You didn't fall for it. I won, but I didn't win in the way I wanted to, which made me feel like a loser.
You wasted a bump.
Little known fact, we visited the Taco Bell headquarters,
Where they
and we
made this.
walked down a hallway where they showed the history of Taco Bell.
Oh.
Do you remember this particular date on the timeline?
Yes, it was 1960.
Yeah, you might be right.
Could be earlier than 1960.
I mean, fire's been around since, it was like one of the things that enabled civilization.
I just can't believe
Well, for
Red Hot
this
was
side of
1918.
a little bit of
So, I'm going to say, what? My year of birth, 1990.
Stop! I've done what
He
you
was
did
wrong
last
anyways.
round.
But what you have done unintentionally, Link, is you have landed on what I would guess is almost assuredly the correct answer.
You think it's 1980?
I think it's 1990.
1990.
Really?
Taco Bell hot sauce is something that came out a long time ago.
You're right.
I remember fire sauce coming out while I was in college. Or at least that's when it came into my world. So it may be earlier. It could be 1980. So I need a rules clarification. Now, if I landed in 1990, and I was completely in 1990, and you were mostly in 1990,
You have to be more in it.
more in 1990,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm going to just bump you a little bit, and then settle in 1990 a little bit more than you are.
He's going aggressive.
Needs to go, ooh, ah!
And you have succeeded. I'm hoping it's 1980. Stevie.
In 2019, an Oregon
It's
man was
1990,
trapped in
y'all.
a snow-covered car for 5 days, and he survived only on Taco Bell fire sauce packets. Lucky for him, the hot sauce was available, and it's been available since Taco Bell created it in 1995.
Yeah! Well, my memory served me correctly.
1960. My butt.
Ooh.
I present to us
Sriracha.
Whoa.
the Sriracha.
You want it in your spoon or your
The
mouth?
rooster sauce. I want it on the finger. Up. I gotta tell you, when I drink that straight, I don't like it. It's not for me. It's got
Too much Sriracha
It's
sauce.
got layers, man. It's got layers. Okay, I'm going first.
All right, spill your beans, man. Tell me what you're thinking about the Sriracha.
I know something about the history of Sriracha because I pay attention when Josh speaks. And he has talked about Sriracha and how it was
I'ma say
somebody in the United
1940.
States
I
taking
say
something that was done
1950.
in
Okay.
another country. I can't remember which country that is, somewhere in the Southeast Asia region. That feels like something that would happen in the 70s or the 80s. That was like when people were like taking things from other places and bringing them here. I don't know what a better guess is, 70s or 80s, but I don't know. The 80s is what feels right, so that's what I'm going to go for. 80s is what feels.
Going for the 80s. An aggressive bump sends him square.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So I made it.
You're teetering between 60s and 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I thought 70s was already an answer.
You're right, it was.
So I was hoping you would go for that. I wasn't going to tell you. Oh, man. You're definitely going to be in the driver's seat if I don't do something about this. I cannot touch you.
Correct.
But I can be more in 1980s
You can get more in the 80s.
without touching you.
But if you touch me, what does that mean? Because you've already done your bump.
You get to place mine wherever you want.
And I get to place mine where mine was. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to slip right here and get more in the 80s.
Yes.
Okay. This is exciting.
But it could be 1960.
Let's see what happens.
You're a
guys.
little bit more in 60 than 80 right now.
Correct. It's definitely.
I believe it's 1980.
It's either the 60s or the 80s, for sure.
Oh, well, we wait. Well.
Don't hit mine now. Even if your little pepper hits my pepper.
I'm put my pepper over here.
Don't keep your pepper from swinging.
Oh no!
Okay, if it's
that was so close to not touching. Did it touch?
It did touch.
It didn't touch.
It did touch, but you know what? I am electing to say, because only your pepper hit my pepper, and I'm actually more in the 80s than you are. So if it's 80s, I'm right in it.
But if it's 60s, I get the point, and you're willing to take that risk.
If it's 60s, I'm going to give you the point because we'll go into the last round tied. But here's the deal. I get to make a decision of who goes first in the last round.
I gotta take it.
All right. What is it, Stevie?
The creator of Sriracha, David Tran, was born in the Chinese year of the rooster, hence the logo. He must have perfected the recipe right out of the gate because it hasn't changed since it was invented in 1980.
Oh, dang!
What?
I thought you were gonna say 60.
I did too. Woo!
Lift.
Texas Pete hot sauce.
Oh, good old Texas Pete.
Yeah. Bottled in
Winston-Salem, North Carolina,
which makes no sense.
Stevie, you ever been to the Texas Pete factory?
Taste it.
I have not. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that it was right down the road from where you grew up?
No, I was busy in Old Salem.
No. Winston. Stay away from the Winston part of Salem.
That is a vinegary, mild, hot goodness. Okay. I can't win.
You can win. Because, again, the rule that we usually play by is that the guy who is in a position to not win, which is you, can win if
let's make it interesting.
he can bounce off the back of the board and then land completely circumscribed. Is that the right word?
But are you going to
Inside.
go? But you get to choose who's going first.
And I'm going to go first.
Okay, fine.
Because
I like that.
That makes your task more difficult because it blocks you out of a potential guess. Okay, so the decades left are 1920, 30, 40, 50, and 60,
one?
right?
Yep.
This feels like the 40s or the 50s to me.
Hard to say. Classic design.
I don't know. Something about the 40s is
I'm
calling
still
my
still
name.
with my 40s.
So I'm going to try to land in the 40s. And again, in order to win, you're going to have to bounce off the back and land completely in the correct decade. So this is a tall order. But I'm just going to try to get into the 40s. That feels right to me.
What? 1920?
That is a nice shot.
Oh, he did good.
Oh, shoot. Okay. See, I don't even know how this chili's gonna bounce. But I have to hope.
What are you going for? Because you also have to say what you're going for. You have to guess it correctly.
I'm going for 1950. Bank shot, completely nestled in that decade.
Wow. I almost want to see this happen. But I kind of don't because I really want that tracksuit.
Okay, here we go. I don't know how much bounce this is gonna take, but I'm gonna give it some gusto.
Oh!
Well,
I think that was a little more.
You know what? I'll give you a second try.
Let me see.
A second try. And this counts. I'm letting this count.
Just edit that other one out.
No, don't edit it out. Keep it in. Oh, you know what? This wasn't bad, but okay.
All right. It seems that you get the tracksuit, but let's get the right answer.
Texas Pete was invented by the Garner family, who chose the image of a cowboy to be put on every bottle because they believed it represented rugged independence and self-reliance.
Yeah.
This was the perfect image for a family business trying to survive tough times when they invented Texas Pete in 1929.
Wow,
Oh.
1929.
Goes way back.
All right, bring that tracksuit out. I'm not going to put it on. I don't want to, humiliate you. I don't want to put it on out here in front of you.
Congratulations,
I'll
Ryan.
leave and put it on and come back.
All right, guys. So after seeing that, it was awesome. How do you feel about it?
I feel like it's perfect.
It was perfect. I did not know some of those sauces was made way back in the day. Some of them I like now. But it's good to know the history of it because I never thought, when this hot sauce was made. But stay tuned because we're going to be showing you the recipe to make your own spicy hot sauce at home. Okay, guys? Peace.
Peace.
See y'all next time.
To start making the sauce, make sure you have on gloves. And you see this stem right here?
you're going to want to tear all the stems off your peppers. Now what I want you to do is discard the stems and save your peppers. Now once you're finished, you're going to put all your peppers back inside the bowl. You will add it to the heated liquid containing apple cider vinegar, water, and maple, and adding the jalapenos and its juice. Also add in some chili peppers with their juice. Once your peppers have simmered for 20 minutes, then you will transfer them carefully to a blender. This is where you would want to add in any spices. I added in a half a tablespoon of cayenne pepper, but that is optional. Now it's time to bottle up your hot sauce. I am recycling our maple syrup 8 fluid ounces jars, and we use 4 jars. Please be careful when actually pouring it in a jar with the funnel. Now go ahead and enjoy your hot sauce. Comment down below if you made it. Peace and love.